The way you know you're in a relationship with a covert narcissist is they're always the victim. Every story that they tell, not necessarily every story, but the overall general essence that you get from them is that they're a victim. And most of their stories corroborate that. Just always they always reinforce this victim narrative. And when you attempt to hold the covert narcissist accountable, they will either use Darbo, which is to deny, attack, and reverse the role of victim and offender, or they will put it on someone else. They'll put their accountability and responsibility on someone else. It might sound like, well, I can't do this because so and so. There's always this powerlessness. And when you're dealing with a male covert narcissist, a lot of times that's his mother. He'll use his mother as that default responsible party that doesn't allow him to do the thing that you want him to do. Oftentimes, when you're dealing with a female covert narcissist, if she has children, she'll use her children as the default responsible party that gives her this out, that gives her this excuse. And what happens to you in the beginning of that relationship, when you're in the idealization stage of that relationship, is you fall for the victim narrative and you believe it and you see them as someone who is in need of help, someone who you might be able to help out in some way, whether it's helping them through school, college, helping them with a place to stay, whatever it is. They initiate you into the role of hero. And you get so immersed into this role because you believe this person and they're love bombing you. They're giving you attention, affection. They're giving you a sense of purpose, of meaning. And you enter into a shared fantasy with them where they've parentified you. They've put you in the role of a parent and they've given you a sense of validation and purpose. And you are supplying them. You've become their supplier. They're using your affection, they're using your resources, they're using your energy, your time in order to boost up themselves, to feed their ego, to feed their delusional fantasy. But then over time, what happens is they start to see that you're human. They start to see that you have flaws, that you're not perfect, that you have needs. And when you no longer see them as the center of your universe, and when you start to see that a lot of the things that they've made themselves a victim of, and a lot of that victim narrative is their own creation, it's their own doing, and you start to hold them accountable, and you start to call them out on different things, then you become the enemy. They split you in their mind and they see you as all bad and they start to devalue you. They start to criticize you. They start to blame you. And they may even tell you that you are the biggest problem in their life. And that's how they see it because they don't examine themselves. They don't look at themselves. And so they see the circumstances of their life and they look for someone to blame to maintain the victim narrative that allows them to escape accountability. And once they put you in that role, they see you as a persecutory object and they project all of the things that they're doing wrong. They project all of those things onto you and they attack you. They run the smear campaign. They triangulate against you. They use Darvo. They don't prioritize you. And you try to fight for the relationship to get the person from the beginning of the relationship to come back. But the more you fight, the more the relationship dies. It's like sand in your hand that you're trying to hold on to. And that part of the devaluation stage of the relationship is maddening until eventually you get to this point where they no longer parentify you through that whole devaluation stage. Now they're trying to individuate. They're trying to put you in the position of someone who's dependent. And by this time, through all of the intermittent reinforcement that they've done by giving you a little attention and affection, then stonewalling you, punishing you, and rewarding you, and just the whole unpredictable nature of how they're going to interact with you, they've conditioned your nervous system to rely on them. And once you get to that point of dependency and you're addicted to that abuse cycle, that's when they have full control. And when they have full control, they're going to distance themselves from you because they're trying to individuate. They're trying to reach a point of maturity that they really never reached and that they never really will reach. But they're trying to convince themselves that they've outgrown you, that they've risen above you, because your devaluation is their elevation. And in their mind, the only way they can build themselves up is to break you down.